Hey, MyklSkeleton here again, and I'm going to make another video. This time it's specifically for Captain Picard, nobody else. I'm going to take some solved cubes, scramble them according to an algorithm, a random algorithm. I've generated a couple of them, and then we're going to look at how you would solve the crosses for those cubes. So grab your solved cube, that's the first step. Wait, I don't seem to have a solved cube here. That's better, that's better. And once you have your solved cube, make sure you got the white side on the bottom, the red side facing you, and use this algorithm to scramble it. Alright, so here's the algorithm you want to apply to your cube, your solved cube. And whoops, I'm covering up one of the letters there. Okay, this is a little tricky here, trying to figure out. Okay, there we go. That is the algorithm. I will type it up when I post this on wiseoz.com, and if you do that to your solved cube, then we'll both have the exact same cube, and we can look at the cross. All right, here we go. Okay, Captain. Here I have the algorithm applied to a solved cube, and it should look like so. When you are speed solving, they generally give you about 5 seconds to look at the cube, put it down, and then start solving it. And almost everyone, when they are looking at the cube, they are looking for the 4 white edges for the cross. So you know, you can take as much time as you want. We're not speed solving here. So let's find the 4 edges of the cross. We got one facing me right now. That is the orange and white edge. Then we got the blue and white edge over here on the top. We also have the green and white edge up here on the top. And finally, if we're looking around, oh, there's the last edge, this red and white one down at the very, very bottom. So you want to look at your four edges and think about the best way to solve the cross. All crosses can be solved in 8 moves or less, excuse me, and if you're doing more than that, you're wasting moves. Now, even I usually use more moves than that, but it's always good to try and find the quickest way to do it. So we have 3 edges up on top, and that is the best place to start, obviously, and lo and behold, after we scrambled it, we even had one edge perfectly ready to go down to the bottom. So this blue and white edge is lined up with the blue center just like we want it, but it is not on the bottom layer, and we need to move it down there. We're going to do that real quick with an F2. Now that we have the blue and white edge exactly where it should be, we're going to move on to the next edges up in the top layer. Now we have this green and white one and this orange and white one. The orange and white one is oriented incorrectly though, so we're going to leave that alone for now. The green and white one is, however, oriented correctly. So we just need to move it to the right center. We've got green facing us. Let's move it to the green side. Oh, there's the green side. All we need to do is a U-turn and then send it to the bottom. F2. There we go. Now we got 2 edges perfectly aligned. Now let's tackle that misaligned edge right there, the orange and white one. Notice if we hold the cube with the orange center facing us, now that we just did that move, the orange and white edge is on the right side, and that's perfect move for the algorithm I showed in my other video, which is R inverse, F, and R again. So and then we will have 3 edges perfectly aligned. Now we've got that one on the bottom we have to deal with, but it actually came up when we did one of our other moves. So let's find that piece. Oh, there it is, this red and white piece here. So we got to pop that out from the middle layer, and remember, we always want the white on top when we pop it out. So I mean, I could go like this, but that's going to put the white facing us. That'll misalign it again. So instead, we're going to go like this to bring it up top, and then we got to move it out of the way of the side we just turned, and then we put that back. I hope that made sense. And then we just need to align it correctly with the red center, and then send it to the bottom. All right, and there we have our perfectly done cross for that example scramble. Okay, so here is the second algorithm I'm going to apply to a solved cube. I will type it up, obviously, when I post this on wiseoz.com, and then we're going to do a cross for that one. Okay, so here's what your cube should look like now. If you have the red side facing you and the white side down. I stumbled upon this one earlier today when I was doing some random algorithms for scrambling it, and I kind of thought this one was neat. So let's find the four edges, shall we? We've got the green and white edge down here at the bottom, misoriented. We got the red and white edge up here at the top. And where are our other ones? We got the blue and white edge here, and the green and white edge right there. So for this cross, it's kind of neat because you might not realize it, but over here on this side, the side with the red and white one and the orange and white one, if you notice, it's on the blue side, and blue is the side perpendicular to the red and the orange centers. And handily enough, these are both misaligned and on the right side. So if we turn this left side, do an L turn right there, we have now lined up the red edge, and we've also lined up behind it the orange and white edge. So we just need to send both of them to the bottom there, and then we're good. And now we have this green and white edge, which is oriented correctly. So let's flip that around, U2, to the green center, and then send it to the bottom. And then we have this blue and white edge right there, and lo and behold, it is now on the blue center, and all we have to do is send it to the bottom, and we have our cross solved. Alright, so let's finish solving this cube. I'm just going to do it quickly here. And there we go, solved cube. Alright, hope you found this helpful, Captain Picard, and stay tuned for my next installment of a Rubik's how-to video. Thanks.